Hello everyone, welcome back. Thanks so much for coming. I am really excited about this round one applicants decision time. We've got some truly incredible kids here and I can't wait to make them a part of the Ross community. So we've got a tough task ahead of us and some very difficult decisions. Let's get going. Diana, do you want to kick us off?
Definitely. So let's start with Russell Lyman. He went to UCLA for undergrad, where he got a 4.0 in a physics major. And then he went on to lead a team at SpaceX, where they developed the boosters for the Falcon Heavy rocket that's going to take humanity to Mars. And not only that, but he has a personal letter of recommendation from Elon Musk that says he's the hardest worker he's ever met, but he wouldn't dare stand in his way to go to business school. And it looks like he's also godfathered a little AI-12. Cute.
Thank you, Diana. I do have some concerns though. Do we think that Russell is going to really embrace the realness of Ross? Do we think he's going to real start, real advise, real invest, or even real lead?
Yeah, that's a good point, Sujan. I have a question how he'll do in an action-based and collaborative environment.
Guys, he's a literal rocket scientist.
Yeah, I get that part, but real, like action-based, collaborative, team-oriented, entrepreneurial.
He led a real team to build a real rocket to go to a real planet. What more do you want?
Yeah, frankly, I'm not sold by the realness either. I think we should put Russell on the wait list.
Agreed. All right. Brian, you had someone you wanted to discuss.
Thanks, Sujan. I really like John Sullivan. John went to Johns Hopkins for undergrad and ran varsity track all 4 years. Right now, he works at the National Institute of Health in DC doing medical research, but wants to learn about the business side of healthcare. I think he add a unique perspective to the class of 22.
What disease is he doing research on?
That's a great question, Michael. I believe it has something to do with this rare type of virus called the coronaviruses. It's like the family that colds and the flu belong to.
I don't know, Brian. That sounds like some super rare thing that's purely hypothetical in nature.
I agree with Taya. I think I want to see something more action-based in his profile, not just some research on a hypothetical virus. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think we should admit John, but you know what? Let's vote. All in favor? Okay, and all opposed? Sorry, John, you just didn't have a relevant enough disease, but let's keep going. Thanks, guys. Hello again, everyone. I am just so thrilled with the group of people we've admitted in round one. I can't wait to do it again. So let's dive in for our round two applicants. Brian, why don't you lead us off this time?
Thanks, Sujan. I'm a huge fan of Timmy Johnson. He's a Michigan student who wanted to go on to work at Allstate. He wants to pivot into consulting because he's passionate about problem solving. He's got an excellent recommendation and interviewed well. I think he has a solid admit.
Yeah, I remember Timmy's application. The one thing I'm a little concerned about is a 710 GMAT score. Do we think he'll be able to keep up academically?
Yes, I am so glad you brought that up. I'm also concerned about that. The GMAT is such an important indicator of how well a student is going to do academically, how they'll place in recruiting, their worth as a human being, a reflection on their upbringing, and a window into the soul. I'm just not sure a 710 is good enough.
Team, I think I agree with Brian here. Timmy's shown he's a go-getter. He's worked himself up the hard way. It's not like he just parked himself at a desk at Goldman somewhere. I think he'd be a great fit at Ross.
Should we put it to a vote?
Okay, fine, I'm sold. That 710 still has me questioning how he was raised, but let's give him a shot. All in favor? Great. Let's move on to Sally Sutherland. Taya, do you want to read her file?
Absolutely. Let's see. Sally went to Amherst undergrad, 3.6 GPA, sociology major and an art history minor. And after Amherst, she went on to work for Deloitte.
She's in!
It was only for 4 weeks. She didn't even make it through onboarding. She hated it.
She's in. She's in.
Admit her now.
Deloitte!
All right. Fine. Let's move on.
Hey, have you guys heard about what's happening with this virus in Wuhan?
Yeah, it's crazy. Everyone's locked down in their houses. No one can leave. Gosh, can you even imagine?
I know, but it really does not seem like something that's going to affect us. We're at Ross. There's not really anything out there that can affect our application numbers.
All right, are we on? We're on. All right, everyone, let's get started. As you all know, things are going to be a little different this time around, and I want to stress that we are not lowering our standards. We are going to work just as hard to make sure that the right kids get admitted this year and make this class the best one yet. Okay, Nico, why don't you get us started off?
Great, thanks, Sujin. So I'm really excited about Amanda Moss. Amanda is from St. Louis, Missouri, and went to Franklin and Marshall for undergrad, where she majored in.
That's great, Kanika. I am going to stop you right there. Does she have a pulse?
Yeah.
And can she form a complete sentence?
Well, she wrote several in application essays.
She sounds like just what we need. She's in. Michael, go.
Okay, thanks, Susan. I'd like to propose we talk about Cynthia Jones next. Cynthia currently works for...
You know what? She sounds like a real go-getter. Admit. Keep it coming.
Okay, what do we think about Willie Freeland? Willie is from Austin, Texas.
Is Willie potty trained?
He's 26, so I would assume so.
Perfect. Let's get him a deposit submission form. We're doing great, guys.
So I have Scott Woods next. Great application, but we still do not have his GMAT scores.
Who cares? Does he know what the GMAT is?
Yep.
Excellent. He's in.
But Sujin, we have no idea if he's even taken the GMAT.
We did. The test is bullshit anyways. All right. Who's next? Is that it? Is that it? That's it. That's it. Great work, everyone. I am really proud of this group of round 3 admits. I think this is going to be the best class yet. And I'm really glad we didn't compromise our Ross values in the process. So, go team, go blue, and I'll see you guys later, okay? All right? Have a good day. Bye.